Howdy, folks. Howie here, Howie Cat, and for 4th of July, I picked an appropriate comic to review. Freedom Fighters: Rise of a Nation. Now, the Freedom Fighters, first of all, is an old group. They go back to the 40s. Most of the characters, I believe, they were Charleston. Now, don't quote me on that. They were purchased by DC. Um, Although I doubt they had to purchase Uncle Sam. I guess they did, but that seems to be a concept that would be in public access. But I don't know. I don't know. Um, there are characters like Phantom Lady, Doll Man, Human Bomb, Black Condor, and I could be missing one or two. Um, Plastic Man kind of fits in with them. He was a purchased character as well, and he fits in this story. And they were around then as characters. Um, Basically, you know, you're just characters. They've been around. They did when some purchases were made, and DC ended up with Charlton and other companies. DC bought quite a few, Fawcett and several others. So I don't know where they came from exactly. They got these guys, and they did put out a '70s comic called The Freedom Fighters, which was okay. It was okay, but they have periodically used them in and out with varying degrees of success. This, I think, may not have been a great seller. It's probably one of the more successful, clever ideas for the Freedom Fighters. It's an alternate world where Earth has Earth. It's an alternate Earth where America has lost World War II. Hitler won. He took over the world. America is Nazi Germany now. Um, and and all the freedom fighters are killed. It's actually Hitler's grandson. Um, there's kind of a dynamic where Hitler is an old man, and they're all living in Argentina, and he's an old guy, and then you got that son who just doesn't have the heart to be a torturer and all that stuff. And then you have the grandson who is just sadistic and gross, and he really can't handle it. He wants to see people tortured, and there's a power play within the Nazis. But really, the story is about the rise of the freedom fighters, which you have these characters like Human Bomb and Doll Man and all of them. Although in this one, it's Doll Woman, and she's really funny. There's some really fun characters that they brought forth in this, the way they did them. And they are the children and descendants of the original freedom fighters who decided they're going to take back America. And the way they did Uncle Sam, it's so cool. Uncle Sam's dead. Uncle Sam was killed back in World War II, but Uncle Sam is not a character. Uncle Sam is an ideal personified in a character. I don't know how to explain that. It's really easy to understand to me. I've always liked the concept, but he's an ideal personified as a character, meaning that he's the American spirit. He's what makes America great. He's what and so as these new freedom fighters start coming back, and they're doing things like singing, God Bless America and stuff like that. Uncle Sam is rising from the grave. You see him like burst out of his grave, starts rolling up his sleeves. He's getting strong again. And as the American people and the freedom fighters themselves win battles and make steps, there's Uncle Sam just getting stronger. Wonderful cover at the crossing of the Potomac, is it? Potomac, where there's the Doll Woman and Phantom Lady, Human Bomb. And anyways, he's just getting stronger, and here's pretty much where he comes in. Just boom. Because he'll hear the song, people saying, bless America, and he gets stronger. As the American spirit gets stronger, Uncle Sam gets stronger. And by the end of the book, without spoiling it, every spirit of every country has, like Britannia, which is a woman in art I've seen, might be their equivalent. I don't know. Maybe my British friends can tell me. Britannia, I believe, is a equivalent to Uncle Sam. She's certainly a national symbol, and she's coming strong. And they're all fighting again, and they're all fighting together. Of course, we win, and America's America, whatever. That's all the story. That would spoil it too much. Doesn't spoil it. It's going to happen. Fun stuff. The SS and the Nazis. That's the plastic men. They're all the Secret Service are plastic men. So they are all stretchy and weird and all that. But the way they write it is PLASSIC, plastic or ITC, whatever. But with the SS, and the S's are those Secret Service S's. So that's how they did that. That brought some fun, not fun, nothing fun about the Secret Service, but you know what I mean. Interesting things in, and bringing in the different spirits of the countries, doing the covers of the books with that American ideal. Superman was Superman. He came in as Overman. But after he helped win World War II for the Germans, I guess he just couldn't take it anymore. And you would never find out what happened to him. He just left. He went into space. I guess he decided this was not right. And then they replaced him with a cyborg Superman. He was Overman. Because at that time, he would have landed in Germany and all that. And he was able to help. Anyways, so there was some stuff. That was one allusion to Superman. He's the only allusion to any other hero there's ever been, besides Plastic Man and the Freedom Fighters. And all in all, if you've ever read a Freedom Fighter book, if you have any interest in Freedom Fighters, if you like the ideal, I really like the ideal, because I've seen that done with gods in books and things like that. Like Neil Gaiman brought that in Sandman. A lot of the older gods they're as powerful as their memory and as people believe in them. So you're seeing certain gods in the book, like Horus, really fading because people don't remember who that god is, and other gods that are current, always more, powerful. So that the ideal bringing about a physical representation is kind of fun. I enjoyed that. That's what I really liked, is the ideal of America bringing forth a physical representation in Uncle Sam made this book really fun to read for me. So I hope you like this little patriotic 4th of July comic book review, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.